Chika Faith. She is passionate about maximizing resources and building systems that solve problems sustainably. A psychology graduate with over 10 years of experience in human resources. Though she once dreamed of becoming a neurosurgeon, her journey led her to psychology and eventually HR. She hopes to one day retire as a writer, traveling the world with her family. Everybody, give a round of applause to Mrs. Chika Faith.
I wanted to practice psychology in school. I wanted to be a clinical psychologist, come and talk to me about your problem. When I was in final year, I realized that I want to make money in this country. That's why I said I want to look for jobs. Otherwise, I want to go and do master's in psychology and then go and practice. That was a long journey. I wanted to make money. So it's important that you know what you want, right? If it's master's you want, know it. If it's job that you want, know it. Now, why I'm saying that is, if you know that you want to get a master and the job is supposed to help you to get your master's, then the kind of job that you get is important. And I'm going to help us today to get to that point where you too will get your first job. Something needs to set you apart. You need to have a strategy. You can't just be like everybody else and you need God. The fact that you're here today, the fact that you're trying to get more information, you're trying to expose yourself, you're already on the right track. Expose yourself. Don't stay in your house. Have what you're working towards. Have your strategy that you want to use to achieve it. And the most important thing is, don't give up and don't lose hope when it doesn't come as quickly as you think. I'm very old. Oh my God, that's like 13 years ago. Actually, yeah. That was when I remember my last exam. I can still remember because it was this old school, you write on your clothes. People are still doing that today, right?
Yeah, that's the joy.
Yeah. Please, enjoy it. It's not easy. 4 years, 5 years, it's not easy. So, okay. Two more people. Then we'll go right. What do you want to gain?
I don't think I really have expectation. Maybe to I don't know, learn something new.
I like what I'm hearing. Learn? Okay, cool. Okay. Let me just tell you something. Let me just tell you a secret, right? The secret is companies are looking for you guys. Yeah, I'm looking for you guys. So I'm in HR, right? Okay, sorry, I'm not supposed to. I'm in HR, and we're always recruiting every year. So when I get say there's no job. It's not true. And there are jobs. The only thing is, what job do you want? Right? I think that's what I need you to first of all know that there are jobs. If there are no jobs, you will not have HR recruiting people every day. Not every year, every day. Somebody is being recruited every day. So there are jobs. That's the first thing you need to know. The question is, what kind of job do I want? If I want a job today, I get a job today. But the kind of job I want, I don't get it today. Right? I have as I've been growing in my career, the kind of job I want I've been growing too. So when I see some vacancies, I'm like, nah. So if you're there, then maybe we're almost aligned. But what kind of job do you want? When I graduated from school, I think the set before my set, everybody was going to the bank. So my set's kind of like, they'll see that oil and gas, bank, people are doing Shell, Chevron, bank. I want to earn not less than 200,000. They don't really pay well, so I was like, nah. Oil and gas, that one, your father has to be rich. My dad is not rich. Okay, God will help us. Banking is like the only one that was like, once you apply and go through the process, you can get it without knowing anybody. So I was like, okay, let's work for the bank, right? Let's push towards the bank. Backtracking a bit, I wanted to practice psychology in school. I wanted to be a clinical psychologist, come and talk to me about your problem. When I was in final year, I realized that I want to make money in this country. Yes, in this, I wasn't ready to jackpot then. Because I'm like, people were like, "Go- if you practice it, to go abroad, make a lot of money." I'm like, wait. So I wake up in the morning. All I'm doing is saying, tell me about your problem. Tell me about people now dumping their problem on me. Why would I not dump my own problem? But like, you know what? Let me use this strength and this young, I'm young. I want to make money. I want money. I don't want to be, don't tell me your problem. I want money. So that's why I said I want to look for jobs. Otherwise, I'm going to go and do master in psychology and then go to go and practice. You know, that was a long journey. I wanted to make money. So it's important that you know what you want, right? If it's masters you want, know it. If it's job that you want, know it. Now, why I'm saying that is, if you know that you want to get a master and the job is supposed to help you to get your master's, then the kind of job that you get is important. How the kind of job that you get and how much the job pays you, because you need to save up for a master. Like you have a goal that you're working towards, right? But for me, I don't get to make money. I'm not saying that you should follow my route because it has its downsides. So I finished school, came back home, did NYC, came back home, and it felt like there were no jobs. You know, waking up, sleeping, waking up, sleeping. What is happening here? You know, no, I don't believe this. I went to one computer center near my house. Let's for copy and print. I said I'm looking for a job. You know, because I still had that mindset then that see there's job. It's just the type of job. So like I'm tired of staying in my house. I want to be going out every morning and coming back. I want to learn I want to work here. They're like, you want to work here? I finished school, I went to a very good school, I came out with a very good grade. You cannot afford you. I said, don't worry, how much can you pay me? I just want to be leaving my house. And they said, okay, they'll pay me 10K or so. I think they eventually paid me 15K. The first time they gave me that money did not get to my house. I think I bought two things in the market and that was the end of it. I yes now after and I walked though. I was going home late. Printing, for the copy. I said, which kind of stupid work is this? I think that way I realized that it's not about working or it's about how much let the salary be able to take me home. Because the salary didn't go home with me. I was working but I wasn't seeing I was tired. That's when my mind now shifted to it's not just any kind of work now. I need to get a job that will pay me well. And then Access Bank was recruiting. I went through the process. I also did Zenith Bank at the time. But Zenith Bank was a contract job. I didn't know what contract meant at that time, which is why we'll come back to that later. So, but I had a choice between Access Bank and Zenith Bank. Now, Zenith Bank was sharp. Contract job doesn't take hard. It's not hard to get because it's contract. I think there was a fixed pay of like 8 something K. I was already earning like 15K then. Earning like 8 something K was okay. It won't necessarily take me home, but it won't finish. It will get to my house at least, even though it won't last me the month. But I was like, no. I had a decision to. Access Bank was taking a long time. They asked me to bring targets. The process was long. Meanwhile, I already got to Zenith Bank. I already like, yeah, sign offer. And I'm like, I thought about it again. And I'm so grateful I got that 15K job because it now became important to me how much I was earning. If I didn't get that 15K job, I might have taken Zenith Bank. I'm like, okay. You know, and another thing about working is you need a job that will give you time to do what you really want to do. When I came to that photocopying job, I had told the madam there that I'm looking for work. So if I get to interview, I will go. So I didn't want anything that would say, I said I was looking for a photocopying job because I just said, sorry, ma'am, I'm not coming today. I'm going to go and, you know. And she was very fine with that. Anyhow, so I was torn, Zenith Bank or Access Bank. I rejected Zenith Bank offer. I felt stupid, but I knew I didn't want my first salary to be 85K at the time. I didn't even know what contract meant. Apparently, when you're a contractor, there's many benefits you don't get, right? I didn't even know what full-time employee. I never done internship before. My first time working was that photocopying. I look back and I laugh, but anyways, thank God, it's all experience now, right? And then, to the glory of God, after a lot of prayer, fasting, I got the Access Bank job. And then I started realizing a lot of things. First of all, internship is very important. Like, I wish I had done internship. Not internship of going to go and photocopy, like in a proper organization. Now, at the time, it felt like only rich people could do internship, right? Some people that their parents have money. Because my son just finished 200 level, he's bored. This man's doing internship, and to be honest, that's how it works. I'm never going to lie. You know, if your father is wealthy or influential, or if your parents have income, internship is going to be easy for you. But that doesn't mean that you can't do internship if you don't have that. You first have to have what? Something that you're working towards. You need to be interested in it, right? Because I've already finished school. If you hadn't finished school, I was telling you, go and do internship. But it's not too late to do internship anyways. So I got into the bank. Crazy experience. Well, that's how my journey started. But thank God I started my journey as a full-time employee because it helped my next job. It doesn't mean that you enter the contract, you can't convert, or you can't get a full-time job somewhere else. However, the way you enter an organization matters, and it also impacts on how you'll be treated, right? Mentioned as a full-time employee, they upgraded me. Like I was on the same level as me that went to school in the UK, in America. We're on the same level, because guess what? We're all getting the same salary. Now, maybe, we'll finish the salary on the road, or the salary is enough for me, that was different. But at least there was like that equal playing ground to an extent. I'll backtrack. So I got my first job, right? And I'm going to help us today to get to that point where you too will get your first job. And not just any job. A job that, that time, what? I was so proud. When you work at Access Bank, I said, hi, my name is Chika, I work at Access Bank. I don't do that anymore. Even though I didn't even mention where I'm working right now, but I was doing all that. But I was so happy with it. I was so proud. So you need to be intentional about getting your first job. Why? There are jobs. However, the way we just graduated, guess how many schools in Nigeria just pushed out people to the market? Just imagine a floodgate of ants, and they're like 15 food, 15 food piles. And then this whole place, just imagine ants fill this place. Meanwhile, the food, all of them are pushing just just sprinkle around. Everybody is going for the same food. Something needs to set you apart. You need to have a strategy. You can't just be like everybody else. Of course, and you need God. Don't get me wrong. But there's also wisdom in this thing. The fact that you're here today, the fact that you're trying to get more information, you're trying to expose yourself, you're already on the right track. You are already on. I know that before I got my first job, and even when I was still much younger, I used to go for every conference, every event, as long as it's free. You see me there. Maybe the paid one I wasn't very, but once it's free like this, I would be there. Why? Because I wanted to learn. And I'm so happy I did that because it exposed me to a lot of things. So the first step, because I'm already there, expose yourself. Don't stay in your house. Like if you tell people I want to get married, the husband is not in your house. The husband is outside. You're looking for a job. The job is not in your house. The job is outside. Eh? Some people are so... I've heard stories of people that wake up in the morning, carry their CV and checking. I don't know about that one. As you can see, that's not what I did. Right? But different things work for different people. Have what you're working towards. Have your strategy that you want to use to achieve it. And the most important thing is don't give up. And don't lose hope when it doesn't come as quickly as you think, right? Now let's get into why they said I should come here today. How to get your dream job. Most of the things I'm telling you today, nobody told me. I wish they told me, but that's why I'm here to tell you. So you have a better chance, right? Than I did. I didn't know what a CV was until when I was applying for Access Bank, I told me to submit my CV. Before then, I didn't even have a CV. I'm sure people are more advanced than me. I'm sure you all have CVs. You all have CVs. Am I assuming you don't have CV? Oh, thank God. I'm not the only one. You need to have a CV. It is actually very... And thank God though, that working in a photocopy place, so... Yes. You don't understand. I had lights. I could print my CV like 10 CVs. I could do photocopy of all my documents. I didn't have to pay. Maybe, yeah, that job was useful. But you need to have a CV. And you need to have your credentials saved on your phone. If you don't have it today, when you get home, either you scan it, you do picture, have it on the go. Every organization that is going to recruit you at entry level is going to ask you for, I didn't plan to say this, but I'm already saying, it's going to ask for your birth certificate. It's going to ask you for your degree. Now, if you don't have your certificate, which I don't think you have your transcript. You need to have that. Your birth certificate, your degree. Now, some may read degree because of how maybe you're just fresh. NYSC, they're going to ask you for that. They're going to ask you for passport photograph. They're going to ask you for, what else? I think those are three main things, right? Birth certificate, NYC, WAEC results. WAEC results, yes. Your date of birth or your WAEC results must be the same as date of birth or your birth certificate. Yes. For entry level, look out for that because a lot of people are lying about their age. And the reason why it's important is because a lot of entry level has age cap. Now, if the age cap of the application disqualifies you, you can find another way to get into the organization by declaring. Or maybe you're going in through someone that's already inside. Say, I'm already above this age, but I like the opportunity. We'll get to that. But when you're applying for a job that has an age cap, ensure that all the documents you are presenting supports and does not disqualify you. Because what happens is when you put out a vacancy or a call for a job, people apply. They use all those things they put there to shortlist. Shortlisting is like reducing the number of people that you recommend that will eventually get called for interviews. So it's important that your documents add up. My first job in my job was to do that. You will see people at 1989, basically 1990, disqualified next. There's no even come and start calling his name. Why is your document? No. It's you don't even want to be able to get into, you want to be able to do interview. So it's important that your documents are aligned. In the case that there's a discrepancy, maybe a mistake in WAEC, correct it. Don't wait for them to tell you. Because they may not. They may just disqualify you and you don't know why. Your CV should not have all your life history inside. Yes. We don't want to know your state of origin, actually. In fact, it might even be doing you the service. Maybe the person that is holding the CV, the boyfriend that broke her heart is from Ondo State. You know, you can put Ondo State, say Ondo State, disqualified. And I'm just joking because nowadays AI that even shortlist people in some companies. But it's just the human being that is doing it. You don't want anything. Say married with 3 children. Entry level? Disqualified. You don't want to do that. I live in Okokomaiko. Huh? The job is in VI. How will you get here? Disqualified. You don't need. Lagos State is okay. You don't need to put your address. You don't need to put your village. You don't need to put anything that if somebody pick up that CV, they can come to your house. You don't need to put it. Especially some people that still collect hard copies. Because guess what? The moment we shortlist you and invite you for interview, that CV is useless to the organization. Most likely they'll shred it or they'll keep it somewhere. Or some companies are even brutal. They just give it to sell on the road. So you don't want your CV falling in the hands of a Yahoo guy and then the person now has all your information on it. Let's forget about hard copy. A lot of people don't do hard copy nowadays, even virtually, right? You don't know where your CV is kept on database. I don't know where your CV is kept on database. You don't know they hack their database, they hack their company and all that. So you should not put something that can your date of birth. What is it doing there? To be honest, because even the document I mentioned earlier, they won't ask you for it until you're at interview. In fact, until they ask you for a document, doesn't that you're on one leg in, you're almost getting the job. So nobody's going to ask you for that document from the beginning. So date of birth should not be in your CV. Anything that can trace it to you, just your name, if you're in Lagos State, if you're in Abuja. In fact, sometimes they don't even put it. Just your name, your phone number, and your email address. For your contact, it's fine. Yes. I've seen CVs with that phone number. What are we going to use now and do? Or without email address, how are we going to contact you? Let's move down. Education. For you guys, you don't really have experience. So entry level will not look at experience. Education is important. Your university, your degree. You got the first class, put it there. 5.0, 4.913. Whatever it is, put it there. You got it with 2.1, you can put 4.1. So I know just every kind of 2.1 is a special, you are free. You're entry level, you can do that. Your university, your degree, important. When you started, when you finished. Secondary school and your WAEC can also help you entry level because you can also show that you got 5 years in WAEC. It can help, it will not help, but it's not, it doesn't hurt. We don't need to see your primary school or nursery school. We don't need that information. WAEC is good for verifying your WAEC certificate, but ideally your university is fine. Now experience, right? For you, what kind of experience you're looking for is what did you do while you're in school? You just go to lecture, go to your hall, go to eat and go home. Like, what activities do you take part in? Were you the president of the student union? Were you the chairman or the secretary of the association? Or put it there. You campaigned for, put it there. You did debates, put it there. Like, don't overload your CV. It should just be 1 page, by the way, for entry level. It doesn't have to be too much. But put all the things you did in school that shows that you are a leader. And lastly, let me see. Time was good use of real time left. If you have won any awards, put it in your CV. Connect with your facilitator. Now, I've already mentioned what you should not put. God bless you. You send me your CV. They invite you for an interview. Few minutes more. Research about the company. Don't go to an interview without. In fact, if you can even research about the person that's going to interview you, research. Me, I'm very good with that. Indeed, is your cheat. I will hunt you as long as you exist on the internet. I will find you. Leave the person. Look for the company. Find out about the company. What awards have they won? What are they doing? As in, Jack about that company. So when you get to the interview, you're like, oh, so this is why I want to work here. Because I'm going to ask you, why do you want to work here? Oh, you people want XYZ. Oh, you people have this. You people have see, any interviewer that listens to that, like, I'm person who has done their homework. So research. Now, if you can even say about the person interviewing, if you know the name by any chance, then that even helps you because you don't know how to prep. The person has 20 years of experience, so I cannot just show up anyhow. But this person is like me, or she's not even young. Okay, it will help you to prepare for the interview. Research. Be confident. Yes, like they may reject you, but they don't reject you. At the point of the interview, it's a 50-50. They can say yes, they can say no. Whatever you say in that interview will determine which way they go. So just show up as your best self. As in, be confident, and best way to confidence is by smiling. Mr. Praise, when you go for interviews, try and smile. not fake smile, oh. Real smile. Like, oh, so my name is Praise. I really love to, don't overdo it, but yeah. Dress neatly. Now, I didn't say dress expensively. Oh. Clean. If you can iron. Don't wear rumpled clothes for interview. First impression is important. As in, dress well. And then if it's virtual, put on your camera. Have a good background. If you have to go to your friend's house, if you have to go to somewhere, let the place not be noisy. All those things have its way that impacts your interview. And most importantly, think about it like, if I was the one interviewing myself, will I accept myself? Like when you are reviewing the interview at the end of the day, like, okay, how did this interview go? Now, before you start the interview, just try and place yourself as if you are better interviewing yourself. And then when you put yourself in interviewer's shoes, you will interview well. Because you're asking yourself, I need to sound this way. I need to present myself this way. Because if I'm the interviewer, this is what I'll be expecting. I'm sure some of you have recruited people in your school. Either you recruited them into the club or something. Just imagine that was happening and you're the other person. Right? How will you prepare? It will help you. I mentioned about internship, very important. How do you do it? How do you apply for internship? Graduate internship is a thing. That's for people like you. Networking. I'm looking at time and networking. I wish I knew what I knew now about networking. Oh God, you will not see me. You'll not be able to touch me. Networking is important. Like, pursue people. I'm not saying disturb them. There's a difference between pursuing and disturb. We're just checking up on you. Happy New Month. Hope your week went well. You know, okay, the person is doing something, you will be there. I saw you. Oh, yes, I was at your last event. So I've been seeing you. What's your name? Oh, okay. Okay, cool. Oh, yeah, I'm seeing you again. Oh, great. You know, that's how people, it's not about, I want you to be my mentor. No. If you want someone to mentor you, be interested in what that person is interested in. Position yourself in the way that person will say, one person asks you, hey, what's your name? You've caught the person's attention. So it isn't by, I don't do that, right? It's not pushing people, collect number. Networking is about who you know, but most important about knows you. That's when I found out this thing late last year. So I'm late, but you're early.
3 minutes more.
It's not about having 50 number, 100 number. I know the video. Does he know you? If he says, Muminat, how are you? How is mommy? That is networking. Ella, have you finished school now? That is not to be collecting number. Let be memorable to that person. Let the person know your name. Let the person know you. Like, but for the person to know you, you must have positioned yourself. If somebody has an event, somebody come for it, go for it, volunteer. You people volunteer. I volunteered. You don't even know where you're volunteering. Like, I volunteered. Like, God, I can't even count how many things I volunteered for. Volunteer. As in, sometimes if you're volunteering, like, I can't afford, they will sponsor you to come. They can't. But if something is important to you, I want to go into the banking industry. They're having career fair. They're having something that you see that bankers will be there. Go there. When you get there, dress well. Target to people. Hi, this is who I am, blah, blah, blah. Oh, I'm doing some that, I'm interested in this. They will tell you, no, that's the worst that can happen. Go to the next person. Somebody will say, hey, okay. Chat me up by 2 o'clock on Friday. Put it on your phone. Remind me by 1 o'clock. You set alert. 2 o'clock. Call the person. Most times they may not pick up, but the fact that you were on time, that's like, this was actually serious. They don't say, I'm sorry. Hey, what do you even want?
Take your phone number, check your handles.
Go early. I'm horrible at this. God is helping me. But go early for events. Go early for interviews. I'm late for a lot of things, but I'm never late for an interview. You don't need to tell me. Just to come late for interviews. And it's funny. How you appear, first impression is so important.
Time is up.
Okay. And lastly, LinkedIn.
That 1 minute is for.
Don't sleep on LinkedIn. The way I'm connected on LinkedIn, people are like, I just want CEO connect. And I'll pray, God. Thank you for accepting my invite. And I'll go, anything I'll be like, oh, well, I love very amazing article. Love it. Tag the person, you know. LinkedIn is not a joke, guys. Don't play there. It's not Instagram and it's not TikTok. Go there for serious. If you want to work in a company, you can't follow everybody in that company. Well, don't follow me, but you can follow me, so don't mind me. Right? Follow again. What's important is not accept your invite. Me, if I invite somebody and 2 months later, I'll just cancel the invite and move on my life. Right? Invite them. And then when you now have the acceptance, oh, thank you so much for attending. If you have anything that the person has said before, the person has written an article, or the person has said something, oh, I love this article that, hey, oh my God, that's it, oh. Even if it's me, hey, okay, tell me more. You know, it's not by saying, I like you, I want to be your mentee. No. What are they doing? How can you connect to it? This is the last tip. I have not said it anywhere. My current job, I got it from LinkedIn. I was saying, I want you to be my mentor. Oh, I like this thing that you said. I like this thing that a person posts. I just say, hey. I just can't type. I'm very good at that. Even to today. Once I like somebody, once you post something, I don't even need to wrote it. I'll just say, but when I want to have a conversation with you, I'll go and read it. I was like, this thing you wrote, I agree with X, Y, Z. You know, I read X, Y, Z, and I agree. This is a serious somebody. Person may not help you, but at least person knows you. Person knows you, and that is something that you need at this time. These few words of mine, I hope I have shared what I wish somebody told me, but I know that even without knowing, it's God to help me, right? So overarching everything is still God, right? God can take anybody from anywhere to anywhere. So keep praying, keep learning new things, keep volunteering, and most importantly, don't when you go for interview, collect numbers of the people that you went for interview. So they don't only up and they talk like this. So did you get the job? Did you get the job? Hey, yeah. How are you? How are you? I said, I got this one job, but everybody just saying to me now. Let's hustle. You know,
So we can engage our
and then if you not accept the person, when I hope they may accept you. Don't ignore every interview you go for is a touch point. Either for you to know someone there, or for you to know your fellow interviewees. Be nice, be kind, be friendly.
Thank you very
Make
much.
friends.
Very much.
Don't hold the world to yourself. You have the world ahead of you, and there are opportunities. Don't let anybody. And worst case scenario, if you think you okay tomorrow, start your own business. And my sister, if you're selling your ring, sell it. I'm serious. It keeps you busy, and then you get the resources that you need to continue to push.
Thank you.
Right, I'm done.